Good morning all, and welcome to another update from Catsfield Chilli Farms polytunnel. As you can see, the chilies are getting rather large now. Well, the plants are. I'm really happy with the sun they've been getting, so they've all been picking up. I'll just show you a few. Got the hot lemon here. They're really difficult to see because obviously all the chilies are green. But there is loads, and obviously the plants are still growing. Got some Conquistadors. Don't know if you can see. Let's have a look. Conquistadors growing in there, and along there. Some jalapenos here. It's gone a bit of a funny shape. Don't know, that might be the heat. I mean, it has been hot in here, but they've all seemed to cope quite well. But I know that if it does get too hot, it stresses the plants out and all sorts of things can happen. But they're looking okay, looking fairly happy. Go on to the Scotch Bonnets. Now, I don't quite understand why, but the plant in the middle has got loads of Scotch Bonnets on it. So you can see if I can get in closer. Got some nice Scotch Bonnets growing there. And as you look up, you can start to see there are a lot of Scotch Bonnets in there. But the other plants have only got a few on. They're a little bit smaller. Don't quite know what that is. I mean, there definitely hasn't been so many bees and such like this year, so pollination isn't as great as what I was hoping. But we've just got a sea of chilies there. A few more Scotch Bonnets on here. This is what I was saying about. Don't know if you can see that flower there is starting to go mouldy. Those are the sort of things you need to remove. If I lay that on the leaf, you might be able to see it better. Basically that will rot, and if it's laying on a leaf or a chili or anything like that, it will pass on the rot to the plant, and the only way to get rid of it is to cut out the infected bit of plant before it spreads, otherwise the whole plant will die. But it's a good idea to go along, just give them a shake and then clear up anything that falls off. Obviously if everything's fallen off, then you need to investigate what the problem is. But as you can see, they're all looking really healthy in here. I'll just show you round. Bit of a sidetrack, but the tomatoes, I'm getting loads of problems with blossom end rot. I'm not quite sure what that is, but I'm leaving them there to see what happens. Down here, this is the one from last year. It's starting to get bigger. There's a few small chilies on it. Not many yet. Again, oh dear, the dead bee. Don't need that. Oh, it's unfortunate. Yeah, like I said, definitely not been so many bees, and to hand pollinate all of this lot would be a nightmare. I mean, I've been going around shaking the plants, like I said, as well as shaking them to get the odd dead flower to fall off. It also spreads the pollen and will hopefully pollinate more chilies for you. Scotch Bonnet, the Conquistador. I'm not so happy with the Conquistador. I seem to be getting a lot of sunburn on them. I have found that the larger the chili, the harder they are to grow, especially in this country. But I mean, other people might have better success. But you wait a long time for a large chili and then it gets sunburnt and you have to throw it away because it goes rotten, which is a shame. More Scotch Bonnets here. There's a few on the plants. Again, a rotten flower you need to get rid of. show you a few examples of how different a plant can grow. These, don't know if you can see, these 4 plants here are all Cayenne chili peppers. Really easy to grow. They've all been grown together, and as you can see, this one here is twice the size, if not 3 times the size of the other 3. It's got chilies on it. And you've got this one which is, I don't know, a little over half the size. It's got loads of chilies on it. And you've got this one which is a third of the size. That's got loads of chilies on it. And the same with this one. Not quite sure why they've grown different sizes. I mean, they've all been positioned together. They've had the same amount of light. One would assume that this one's trying to stretch out for more light, but why would that one do it and not the others? Oh, and I've come across the new pest. For me, I've not had this problem before, but caterpillars. So you can see on these leaves, it's little round holes, and you can, straight away I saw it, and it's not leaf burn or anything. And basically, I should have got rid of all of them now. They were little, I don't know, 1/2 centimetre by 1 millimetre wide. Green caterpillars. I think it's some sort of moth. I haven't found out exactly what moth it is, but basically, yeah, they've been munching the leaves. I've caught them just in time. There's a few others over there. But again, as well as it being a bad year for bees, it seems to have been a good year for aphids, unfortunately. So aphids, caterpillars, anything that a gardener doesn't want, which eats your crop, they seem to be seems to be a lot of them this year. Hopefully it's, well, I'm not sure if other people have had the same problem, but like the trees around my garden are covered in aphids. I have treated them with an organic fatty acid called Savona or Savona, however you pronounce it. That's like an organic way of combating them, but I know from experience that it's best not to spray chilies if you can help it with even like soapy water. The leaves really don't like getting wet. So I mean, also if you have your chili plants outside and you know it's going to rain, it's best to bring them in. They will thank you for not letting them get wet. Anyway, enough of the disasters. Here's some more chilies. This is some more hot lemon. They seem to be loving it in here. There is absolutely hundreds of them all over the shop. Again, they are green at the moment, so they're difficult to see. What else we got? I got some nice ghost peppers, which I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with, or their proper name is a Bhut Jolokia. They will turn red and they are hot. You only have to go onto YouTube and search Bhut Jolokia eating or something like that, and you will see the people in pain. But as a chili farmer, it's obligatory to grow some. Yeah, more Scotch bonnets through there, and I've got a few sort of pot-bound chilies down there. I'm just trying to get them to ripen so I can harvest the chilies and the jalapenos. We'll show you the tomatoes. Again, blossom end rot has been a problem this year. It's just been getting too hot. I mean, unless I was watering them every half an hour, they were drying out. But I'll keep them growing. Got some really nice Gardener's Delight coming. Love the tomatoes, so tomatoes and chilies, great stuff. It's a hot lemon. It's another Naga with some weird looking chilies. Okay, but you can see that it's all looking pretty good. Oh, cucumbers here, I will get rid of these. I'll just wait for the last few cucumbers to ripen. Yeah, and that's pretty much where we're at. I should do some more updates once we get some red chilies, and we'll take it from there. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon.